Hey, what's up, fellow traders? I'm sorry, it's been a busy week for me, so I haven't had time to do a video. I know several of you were asking me about the situation I had with Take Profit Trader and um, Tradeovate and me losing my 5 Pro accounts. So I'm gonna tell you all of that. Kind of goes with what I'm gonna talk to you about today. The message I want to share with you. So um, I'll get into that here in a minute. But stand up and man up is a message I want to share with you. You know, guys, we decided to get into this. We decided to get into trading. And I know you were told how difficult it is. I know you were told, um, the success rate. Okay? So we accepted that when we came in. We accepted that. We knew about that. So it's time to man up and give it our all plus 20. As ET says, we got to give it 120. And we got to take full responsibility for everything that we accepted when we decided to get into this industry. Okay? While we're out here complaining about this and that and what we don't like about this, making all these excuses, we're wasting precious time. Every minute we spend trying to find an excuse, it's time lost from working on our trading goals and our dreams and making them a reality. Again, we signed up for this, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I know you were told. Maybe one out of so many come in blind and not really knowing. But before you started getting into this, I know you watched videos or you heard somebody talk and they told you how difficult it was and you made the decision to come in. So now that we're here, let's stop wasting time, complaining and finding excuses and get back to work. And really the reason why I'm sharing this is because it goes along with what happened with me and my accounts. Now, what they told me, what Tradeovate told me. Now, I told you Take Profit Trader gets the data from Tradeovate and they make their decisions based on what they download there. However that system works. So that's why I needed to go to Tradeovate and kind of find out what happened. So I did that. And in the meantime, I had 2 more test accounts that, left over from the no fee 40 deal. And I went ahead and started working on those while I was waiting, just in case. And I think Tuesday or Wednesday, they came back and told me that what happened was I had an order out, an open order out. I don't know if it was a stop order that I left on, or a profit target I left on. I didn't know I left it on. I didn't see it on the chart. And what happens sometimes, the order can be out of range of the chart and you can't see it. Whatever the case is, I didn't go through and do what I normally do by clicking, exit and cancel. That should, if there are any open orders, it would just cancel it. And they won't get hit going into the close. Well, the volatility that happens right before the market closes, the order got hit 10 seconds before the 5 o'clock hour. So the trade was only open like 10 seconds before the market closed. But it was an open order. It was an open trade that was open going into 5 o'clock. it broke the rule. And even though it wasn't, I didn't directly cause it, I had to man up and take responsibility for it. Okay, I could sit here and say y'all are lying. I know I canceled out everything. I know I did this. I know I did that. I don't know. I have no proof. Okay, I can't 100% say that I did this or did that because I was ready to go to, my next endeavor. So I had to man up. I know that I accepted this. I accepted the fact that I'm using, a second party software. I'm using the internet. All of these things could go bad or mess up and cause me to, lose. I accepted that. And so I had to accept it and move on. And that's what happened. So that there's no issue with Take Profit Trader. They're still the best. They're still number one. And I know I'm going to show you this because I've had a couple people tell me that they've been waiting for 3 days to get their test account checked and all of this. Well, I'm going to tell you, I got 2 test accounts. I started those 2 beginning of the week, and I bought 3 more Wednesday when this 30, no fee 30 came out. I just bought 3 more. But the 2 that I started, I passed one on Wednesday. I passed another one yesterday. And this is the one that I passed yesterday. I passed it yesterday before 9 o'clock because all of my trades were from 6 o'clock Wednesday evening to around 9 o'clock yesterday morning because I had to leave. And it tells you they're not going to look at your past test until the next morning. They tell you that. It takes time. The data has to get to them after the close of the day. They're not going to do it before the market closes at 5. Then they have to get their data, and they have to go through all of that. And so it's going to take a minute. And here I got my first one at 6:11. Now I wasn't awake then. I didn't wake up till like 6:45, and that's when I logged in and saw that. And I went in, and they give you credits so that you can pay the 130 fee. You're not paying it out of your pocket. They give you a credit so that you can, go through that process. Didn't take any time. I was ready to trade that account at 7-Eleven. And it happened the same way on my other. Matter of fact, the account from Wednesday, it came through at 4 something. So there's nothing wrong with this system. Sometimes it takes longer than others if they get swamped. But they've never been outside of the window that they tell you that it's going to take to get it done. Most of the time, it gets done a lot faster. And the other deal, the payouts, they're coming really quick. Sometimes if, you get a market sell-off, people may make a lot of money one day. The next day, they're withdrawing. Yeah, it might take a minute. But, here this morning, around 7:45-ish, I put in the request. By 7:57 a.m., I got an email saying that it was approved. This is the fastest that has ever happened. And then at about 10:40, it was processed. It was sent to my bank. And how soon you get it in your bank account depends on your bank. By 12 o'clock, I looked at my account, I guess, around 12, a little after 12, and it was there. So how soon it gets there depends on your bank. I have not experienced any issues. Delays in getting help in the on the chat. Yeah, I've experienced those. But other than that, no delays in getting the money, no delays in getting my accounts converted. But I still have 3 that I should have passed today. I should have passed. I was $130 away from that, and tried to squeeze something here at the end of the day, and lost another $100. So I'm gonna have to pass those on Monday. And once I pass those 3, because they're together, I'll show you the same timestamp. And I don't expect it to be, any different. But you guys, I'm telling you, these guys are no joke. Now it's 30%, but the no activation fees, I'm telling you, it is unreal. If you blow, in order for me to get all 5 of my pro accounts back, I could have paid $440 per account in order to reactivate it. But here, I've got test accounts that I spent $90 on, or $103 in the case of these last 3, and it won't cost me anything to convert them to pro. So at least I'll have 2 starting out next week, and in a day I should have the other, and be right back at it. But it's always nice to have some of these tests. You can pass them and just let them sit, until you're ready for them. But just use code AJT66. You get the 30% off for life, no activation fees, and you'll be good to go. So you guys have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back at this thing Monday morning.